Ah. My bad.
Hey everyone. Y'all look so
Hi,
cute and I look so ugly.
Okay, stop. After I just say that almost fell.
I
Hi.
literally just
That was Vanessa. She just called me. I was like, what? It just went on my computer. Okay, hold on. Technical difficulties. Where is she? Okay, right here. Let's just wait, I guess, until more people we have ABUs.
So how's the weather?
It snowed yesterday here. Vanessa, I'm FaceTiming you.
it's raining here in Fresno.
What about you, Jose? You're still in Mexico, right?
Yeah, I'm currently in Mexico right now. It's chilly. It's like in the 60s. No, it's 57. I'm on top of a mountain, so like it gets really chilly like in the mornings and at night.
That's still very nice, though.
Yeah, I kind of miss the weather over there though. It feels weird to say it.
It was freezing like last week here. Like we were like in negatives. And
hmm
then now it's like back to like 30s, so it's not too bad.
Okay.
I hate the snow.
Me too. I'm so sick of it by now. It's like, well, I guess we can just kind of start. There's no one here right now. I don't know. Should we wait till we hit like maybe um like 15? We have 10 views. One of them is Krista, and the other one's Vanessa.
Our biggest fans. Wow.
Yeah. Who want to start?
Not it. No.
I
I
think
can go
Hilda.
first.
I think Hilda should start because she's the president.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yes. Hello, everyone in Dreamers Together, the Facebook group and the organization. My name is Hilda Suna Perez. I use she, her, ella pronouns, and I am the president of the Dreamers Together organization board of directors. Yes. And we're here for you all to get to know us as a team and what we do and what we specialize in and answer any questions that you may have. And yes, I will hand it off to Jennifer.
Hi, you guys. My name is Jennifer Trujillo. I am a part of the board member as well. I have been doing immigration for a while. I absolutely love what I do. So I love being a part of this group and our organization. So, as mentioned, we're just here to introduce ourselves and kind of, let everybody see our faces and get to know us a little bit better. And we're here to answer any questions that you guys have. And I will pass it on to who's next.
Jose.
Oh, hi, my name's Jose Granados. I go by he, him. I'm currently in Mexico right now in Michoacan and on advanced parole. So I'm a fellow board member. I'd say it's specialized in advanced parole under DACA. I've gone so many times I lost count already for dental. So y'all might have seen me like in the group, like posting tips or going live. So it's nice to meet y'all.
Okay, I guess I'm like, it's like there's anyone else? Hi, I'm Brenda. I'm part of the board. What can I say about myself? I specialize probably in PIP. My husband's in the military, so I'm doing the process through him. And just kind of do everything that I can here and there. And then now what?
I totally forgot to add what I specialize in. So myself as a DACA recipient, I do specialize obviously in DACA. I've done this process myself since 2012. because I'm an OG on those things. I have done AP in the past, but one thing that I do specialize in my personal and professional life is in nonprofits, nonprofit organizations, and community organizing. So I have done my fair share of activism for the past 15 years. Yeah. And so we're really excited to be here and to get to know you all and to kind of share more about ourselves. I just want to get an okay from the team prior to going more in. Did we want to start off with a small Q&A?
Yeah.
From the public?
From the yeah. It sounded so like, oh. Let's do it.
So what questions may you have for us?
What do you eat for breakfast today, Jose? I miss Mexican food so bad. Like,
Oh, I'm eating some canelitas,
ooh.
and like café con Lala. It's like my favorite coffee, but yeah.
Okay, someone
How
said,
about
can eat.
y'all?
I haven't eaten yet. We're having like steak later.
Oh.
Someone said, can each of you talk about what drove you into joining the board?
Yeah, I can start off. So for one, I know we were all each handpicked by leadership to join the board, as we've all been pretty active in the group. But I think one thing that drove me into the board, besides being into nonprofits and community organizing, is me wanting to give the opportunity to give back to the community that helped make who I am. And so the undocumented community, it's a wide community. It's not just DACA recipients, it's all kinds of people. And so I think in the process of all of this and really organizing, as a whole, right, like through Dreamers Together and just other things in the past, it really drove me to want to give back to my community, but also to advocate for a greater purpose and for a greater reform that's going to affect our community as a whole. And so definitely want to do that, definitely want to make a bigger impact. And yeah, definitely that. And then offer all support that I need, because this is a wonderful organization with really good intentions. I know we've been through a lot, but definitely want the organization to thrive and build, because I see a lot of potential. And so, yeah. And then I will hand it off to whoever's next.
Want to go like how we did before?
Oh, sure.
Jennifer, then Jose, and then me.
I'll hand it off to Jennifer.
All right, guys. So this is actually something that I wasn't expecting. So I've kind of been around since the beginning in the prior sessions, or the prior, just kind of the start of it all. I just really started volunteering and just kind of answering questions, just because I've been doing this so long. So I wanted to provide as much, help and assistance as I could. I come from an immigrant family as well, first generation. But I've always had that fuel and that passion. Half my family are DACA recipients, so it was just always really hitting home for me. And throughout that process of just being more active and involved, and with Vanessa's encouragement, I was able to be a part of this. And this is something that I don't take for granted. I'm very thankful for. And like you said, and like I always say in this group, I'm just so happy with everything that's being done, how many people's lives are being changed, and how many doors we're opening up. Or not just that, but when somebody has been told no, and we tell them and we encourage them, yes, you can, and let them see that light, and they're able to do something. And without that push or encouragement, or just that peer community and upliftment and support, it wouldn't be possible. So I think that without this group, a lot of people would have been hesitant to travel and to be able to adjust and do all of that. So yeah.
Jose?
So I've been really passionate about helping others, and like I feel like there's still like a lot of fear in like applying for advanced parole. And I can kind of see it just scrolling through the post, and a lot of people like, oh, like, what if something goes wrong or whatnot. And so I think it's important for everyone to take advantage of this amazing opportunity. I've done it like 13th, it's like my 13th or 14th time going. So I come and go a lot in between Texas and Mexico. And I've also been through like everything, like in terms of like, I've applied through like InfoPass, but also applied to like mail in, like through the mail to Nebraska. So, and I know what it's like, talking with like immigration officers, like at the field office, and like how intimidating it could be, or like, just like dropping off your package at the post office. So, I strive to help out as much as I can.
Good job. Me, it's pretty much the same thing. It's just been driven to help people. I think since I was little, that was one of my goals in life, like one of the main things that I always wanted to do. But being undocumented is like, how can I help my people? It's like I can't even help myself. And then finding this group and seeing all they do. When Vanessa asked me to be part of it, I was like, yeah, like I can help. I can help make a change, like finally have a chair, do something, and help my people. And I mean my people from all the countries, not just, Mexico or anything, like from everywhere. Like we are all one. We all going through the same things. We all know family members are going through it. Could be DACA, could be anything else. So yeah, same thing, just driven to help. They said, can you share a bit about what your roles or responsibilities as board members are? Start with Hilda.
Definitely down to share that. However, there was a question before that said, how did we each decide to get involved?
I see that one. Yeah.
Sorry, just want to go back to that, but we will let you know, Natalie or Natalie, what goes on. So we can answer.
I didn't see that one.
No worries. It happens. I'm over here being vigilant of the chat. But for me, definitely, I kind of got involved since the beginning. I was part of another Facebook group. I think it was called like Adjustment of Status through DACA. And there was Vanessa being such a baddie, doing everything and running this group instead of some other person that was in charge. And then it was like, it just got really big. And then everyone was like, let's do this organization. And then it happened. And so it drove me to follow because I wanted to build community with people who understood me from the very beginning. My struggles, what I was going through, the process, the fears, everything. And so definitely it's just been more empowering for me as a whole, like my identity, who I am, just to be in a space with people who really understand where I'm coming from. Yeah. And I will hand it off to Jennifer again.
Thank you. I think my ultimate factor as far as deciding was just, oh man, like I really get to help make a bigger impact in more of a structured way and more of a formal way. Like just being able to say, hey, I'm a part of this organization. I'm a part of something bigger, not just, el tía o la prima, le puedes ayudar a tal persona que tienen una pregunta. This is like, oh crap, a little bit more of that responsibility and that weight. So just knowing that I was going to be able to help on a larger platform, have more access to be able to provide the information, and relay that to as many people as possible, I think was the biggest driving factor as far as why I wanted to decide to join in as well. V over here like, girl, you need to do this. And I was like, okay. So shout out to Vanessa. But yeah, pass the torch.
Jose.
So I guess like I've been involved since like early on. Like I'd say going back to like October of 2020, back in the like I was like in an old like advanced role group. And similar to y'all, like I just like came across like Vanessa, and she started doing the clubhouses, which I thought were really fun. It was kind of like it's like FaceTime but with your voice only. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
And yeah, just kind of like I guess been involved since the old days, and here I am.
I find a group like because my sister. So I had no idea about AP or anything, leave alone PIP. But my sister added me to the group, and I just start reading, and I start, I don't really knew anything about it. I'm still learning, to be honest. Like I'm learning every day new things about it. But then I don't know. I just started with translations, and then boom, 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 boom. I'm like everywhere now. Um, so it's that. It's just the passion of from wanting to help and do something and being able to do it. It's just like it can be something little like helping with translations or making a poster for a Canva or anything, but that just make it may be little, but it turns into something bigger. And I think that's just how I ended up, here, just doing everything I can to help and put my little granito de arena into it. So this one. Can you share a bit about what your roles or responsibilities are as board members?
Yes, so we have quite a few responsibilities. I think one of the first responsibilities that we have, first and foremost, is that we are, because of our expertise, because of our background, we are an advisory council to the organization, to the CEO and leadership based on when it comes to like policies, when it comes to anything that's being developed internally through the organization that will later be shared externally through the organization. And so this includes us meeting once a month to go over just how the organization's doing, what are the challenges we're seeing, and what are ways that we can help serve our community best and give advice to the leadership team in order to support you all in the best way possible. And so that's only some of the duties that we have. It's really, getting together. There's an agenda, we take notes, and then, we put things to a vote. So it's not just like one person running the organization. It's not just, Vanessa and, other folks, big faces that you see around. We do have also a board that helps, with the advisory piece and also adding our expertise when it comes to creating organizational policies, memorandums, reporting, anything that, sounds really boring, but like that's really what it is. And yeah, we just kind of want to go live just so that y'all know we exist,
Yeah.
And I'll hand it off to Jennifer. There's more things that we need to add.
Yeah, I mean, essentially our biggest roles are just honestly just coming together, as you mentioned, just to kind of see where we're at, what we could do to be better, to serve you guys, what's working, what isn't, figuring out, what we need to do better, what we can do to improve, and just learn and grow, because I mean this is still new, we're still growing, and we're wanting to figure things out. We're also here to help keep the checks and balances with everybody, because we are a team. It's such a big structure. I mean, every single role matters, so it's not just one person making the decision, it's a group behind everything, and honestly it's just a collective team of making the best decision overall, voting for it, and just saying, hey, this is kind of the way that we want to move forward, and making sure that all of the voices are heard as far as just what needs to be done. I would say that also learning and educating ourselves to be able to provide better information is also a big role that we have to take in as well. So yeah.
You want to add anything, Jose?
I think Ilda and Jennifer cover mostly everything. I can't think of anything else that I might have missed. We meet once a month,
Yeah.
discuss policy changes. I mean, I don't really have anything else to add.
I think we all have different. So it's not like we all agree on everything. There's times that we all throw ideas of different. Let's say there's a topic, then we all throw our ideas, then we decide. We vote. We see who, which is fit best for whatever is happening. it's every decision that is taken, whether it's, giveaways, or it can be the smallest thing that the organization has to do, and we have to throw in our little part of it. And technically Vanessa can do anything if we don't agree. So it's that we're like the, what do you call it, like the base, like the bottom of it. And then we just go from there. Let's see. Okay. Maria, say, how do I apply? Actually.
For the board, that really sounds like a Vanessa question. But definitely, I know eventually we will go past our I want to say it was a 2-year commitment. And I'm assuming, once those things happen, or should someone step down from the board, or should another seat open, I think that's when,
Yeah.
for that would be available. But definitely, I'm
Hilda's like, get away from me.
no, never. And so definitely, I do want to uplift our team. We all have different strengths, we all have different experiences, and I honestly think that we wouldn't be where we are if we didn't have those strengths. And so I like the way that we work together as
I
a
do too. I think we're a good team.
and we help keep checks and balances, and that's what we need. And so but yeah, basically that's pretty much it at the top of our heads. And then let's see, what was the thing, what would you all say as board members about what the vision is for Dreamers Together if DACA gets canceled? I feel like and we've talked about situations like this during meetings, is should this happen? Has it happened? Should this happen? I would assume that as a board, we would call an emergency meeting to write a statement about what our next steps would be, and in what way will we be empowering our community during this time, and in what ways are we going to provide a space for us to heal during this time? Because I wouldn't want us to just have a statement and move on without providing a space for folks to share their grievances and how they're feeling at this time. We've been going through a battle for a long time when it comes to DACA, and so definitely, we would want to support, and we would want to take the best next steps possible to support our community, and as a whole. Yeah.
Okay, next one, because it says, what do you see Dreamers Together in a year? Thriving, guys. On the top. What about you guys?
Honestly, I see the group on a much bigger scale. I see a further outreach. I feel us having a greater impact, and I think a bigger platform. And when I say a bigger platform, I just, like I said, that bigger outreach to the community. And I think that's going to be very important, that we're just providing and helping change lives, and just being the resources for one another. And I think that's very important, just being able to have that community and support for a lot of people. And more than anything, I hope that in 1 year we'll be more visible as a group. Like, hey, as DACA recipients or advanced parolers, we're here, we're a community, we're present, we stand together, we stand united, we have a vision, we have a dream, and here we are. And hopefully we can make a bigger statement than we're already making in a year. And that's where I see us.
Yeah.
I see the group.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. I thought we were like going like, yeah. Hopefully more people are applying, more people are traveling, It kind of like takes away the anxiety, as like, all these people are doing it and they're fine, so I'm gonna apply too. So that's what my goal is, because I feel like a lot of people are so scared about it, and like, yeah.
I hope that the fear is gone by then, like more people are hearing about it. There's more known, and then Dreamers Together, so they're like helping people. Maybe we'll be on the news or something. Like, you know.
We sell out the merch. Just
we gotta
saying.
what do you call that when you gotta say things out loud and like hope for them so then they
Manifest.
happen? Yes, manifest. We have to manifest all this.
Let me sage.
Love that for us. Yeah, I definitely see us thriving. I definitely see us just outside, like Vanessa said, you know?
Mhm.
I see the green life.
We ain't
2020.
outside, okay? It's too cold for that right
We're
now.
gonna be outside the USA, okay? But we're gonna be
Literally outside.
and I see us
outside the country.
I just see us thriving. Cool. So what's next?
How can people get involved? Oh, sorry. How can people get involved with Dreamers Together?
Join
Volunteer.
the lives.
Join the lives. Yes, that's a big one.
invite more people that you know? Share our information. Share about our org.
Mhm.
Definitely do that, and really just don't be afraid to ask questions and really advocate for those things. If we do come to a point where we are outside and we are doing some community organizing, feel free to join. um, I know Dreamers Together has done things in the past where they've done like community service work. I think y'all did that in like Vegas a while back. Like if y'all are in the location, by all means go join. But definitely just be supportive of folks in the space and yourselves. Yeah.
And I know there's been posts from Vanessa asking for volunteers. So check the post, see what if you feel like, oh, I can actually help with this. Like if be part of it.
I think another great thing, I'm so sorry to interrupt,
No, go ahead.
is just if there's basic questions that you guys see that the information, I think a lot of times people are scared to answer. Maybe there's more than you already know and you're just kind of scared to comment. That's just a great way to also start getting more information. So please don't be discouraged about that. Say somebody has a question about, for example, hey, can I visit a grave site? Hey, I think you can, I read it somewhere. That alone helps much more than you can imagine, because that might help that other person start researching more and it'll give you more insight. So just taking those baby steps to be able to gain that knowledge helps in itself. And like you said, Vanessa has a lot of volunteer opportunities. Salud. There's definitely a lot of ways that you guys can participate in this group, but just definitely sharing, letting people know that we're here, helping out with that merch, getting the voice spread out there, commenting, referring people, spreading the news. I mean, every single little thing really does help this group.
Yeah. You got anything to add, Jose?
I think y'all covered it really
It's
well.
like she keep putting me on the
Just
spot.
just apply. Be outside.
You want to read that, Hilda?
Oh, yes. Natalie said, could you give us more details about your past experience and background with community organizing and activism? That's something very near and dear to my heart. Yes. Where do I begin? So my activism started mid high school years. I was president of our Mecha Club. I was president of the feminist club at school. And then that kind of went on to college. I have canvassed, campaigned for national, local, and statewide campaigns. Like, for example, like the Bernie Sanders campaign, I was really involved with that campaign. I phone banked all the way from California for AOC because I really wanted her to win. I've done different campaigns, just in different levels. I have canvassed for local city councils. And I hope in the future, when I get my citizenship, I run for city council. And so that's definitely a dream. But in my advocacy, it's all been for women's and reproductive rights, as an ally to the LGBTQ plus community. Um, I have done immigration justice, especially through storytelling when it comes to getting ICE out of my community because it's been a threat. I have done wild stuff like getting kicked out of a Trump rally. I've done crazy stuff like that. I have I was part of a group called Democratic Socialist America. I was actually one of the founders for Fresno chapter. I was vice president of the Mecha Club in high school, student government, just different things. And I've done advocating because I went to a private university that was very predominantly white. I had advocated for our community when we were facing discrimination within our own institution. So yeah, if you live in Fresno, catch me at the school board meeting throwing hands, catch me at the city council meeting throwing hands, catch me at the Capitol doing different things. And right now I'm doing a lot of work under public health. Yeah, health justice through my organization and other topics as well, like higher education. I went
Jennifer, you wanna?
Sure. So I would say I think I started around 2014, right after my daughter was born. I started working at a law firm. I was actually a general manager at Advanced Auto Parts. So I used to work in the automobile world, which is really crazy. But I always loved the legal world. I started off as a phone operator. I would just read through all of the cases. It was an extremely high volume law firm. And just kind of from there, I just started progressing. I started working on SIJS cases. I started specializing in removal defense, family-based, petitions, advanced parole, naturalization. So I just started working at an overall general. And then the last couple of years, I've been working as in senior immigration paralegal. And then I opened up my own spot. And as far as just community resources, whenever I was, yes, KMS, whenever I was doing the court and stuff like that, here in the Charlotte Immigration Court, there used to be an office that was a pro bono office. So I would always kind of like approach, and we used to help just donate a lot of materials to the children, the parents there, help give information to people who had no access to representation for, immigration legal proceedings. There was one judge here in particular who would hate if a child made any kind of noise. So we would try to give them things to be distracted or just kind of, care for them. So that's just kind of how my activism just kind of really, really started. And yeah, I mean, I've participated and done and held a lot of community resource programs here and in Mexico as well. But overall, I mean, I've been doing this for so long and I just absolutely love it. So, and there's always something to learn, and it's always, keeping me on my toes and just interesting. So, yeah.
Jose.
So I've been involved in I guess community organizing since like my early college days, organizing and volunteering like for DACA clinics to help like the community apply or renew. Over the years, worked with like different organizations. Most recently in 2019, I was at the Supreme Court when they were debating DACA, like inside of the hearing room and everything. Y'all can see like the pictures in my profile. And I mean, I just, I feel like that's how close, or that's, how important it is to me, like preserving DACA. And, it's just something I like doing on on my free time. I studied engineering in college and, kind of going that way, but yeah.
Me, I'm not as awesome as all of you, but I think I used to be really scared, of it's like, hey, I'm an illegal immigrant in this country. Like just saying it was scary. Right after I started with Dreamers Together. Right after that, it's like I'm not stopping anymore. I mean, what can we really lose at this point, So it's like, this is my, what do you call it? My start point, and I hope to be here for a long time and make a change. So that's just little me. I'm learning. Can you read that one?
This is more of a Jennifer.
Yeah, Jennifer.
Which one?
That one. Can I apply for AOS after I get a legal entry with AP? I have a citizen civilian. Sorry, my accent.
It's just gonna depend. Is your sibling like a little kid? Is he older sibling? And then what country they're from? So we're gonna have to get a little bit more information as far as that. And more than anything, I need to know what country they're from, your history for immigration. So yeah, we'll answer that at another time. We're just gonna kind of stick to board stuff right now. Sorry. Did I freeze?
No, you're good.
Oh, okay. It's because I pushed something on here, and all I can see is comments. So I can't see any of the screen anymore.
It says, is there a way to have some kind of huge event, one founded by us or other donations, where where we invite new outlets, famous people, and make people know we exist? I'm like, I don't know how to answer that. Like, maybe one day we'll see.
Y'all want it, make it happen,
Yeah, right.
Donations. So we're gonna get it done. We are still a starting nonprofit. We're working really hard to get, grants. It's not an easy process. But I know we've had fundraising opportunities, and there's a lot of people in the group. So donate, donate, donate. The money is not for us. I repeat, the money is not for us as a board, as leadership. It's to be able to give back to all of you, to make things possible, like have advanced paroles, like when people are offering like free advanced paroles or free DACA renewals, and things like that. And so definitely, we're gonna, we donate, we can have an event like this. It's all really up to the community.
We already answered that question. I think Jennifer had some technical difficulties, but let's go Jenny from the blog. Let's see. Want to read that one?
Oh, Lily said, thank you for all your activism work and advocating for several communities. The Dreamers Together board is clearly packed with amazing individuals. Hilda, I totally feel you on the crazy actions. I scared my entire family months ago after my first DACA approval with my first civil disobedience arrest. Oh my God, me. Okay. Yeah, those are interesting. Definitely can relate.
Do you think it's fair that we charge? Personally, I feel like they won't, even though we're a nonprofit, we can't do anything if we don't have some kind of income to do certain things, like the giveaways. Like, we don't get paid, so this is like all the volunteers and everything is all out of our hearts, like, or time given. So that being said, we can't just give out of our pocket money, since we're already giving our time. So it'd be kind of unfair to also do that. So I think we need just a little income to help with all the giveaways, all the help that we're trying to put out there. I don't know if you want to say it, not Hilda.
Yeah, I think one thing to know when it comes to nonprofit development and nonprofit leadership, and in order to keep a healthy and working nonprofit, is that we not only just rely on grants, which we have been looking for, trust me when I say we are, but also fundraising. And so this also includes getting donations from the community or other entities that will provide organizations donations. Definitely not dirty money. It's just something that I would like to explore. Just kind of looking for outside donations, but again, not sell us to organizations that aren't here to help us. So definitely, I think it is fair, because one, we are a developing nonprofit. Two, we are a direct service nonprofit. So we are providing a service to the community. First and foremost, this is a business. And so definitely, unfortunately, y'all, things in life aren't free. If it was free, it'd be great. But in order for us to provide services at all costs. With no costs, we would need a bigger funding source, which we unfortunately do not have at this time.
Those are just comments of what you're saying.
So all of the money does go back to the community when we do give away DACA renewal giveaways, when we do give away advanced parole giveaways, and just other, different ways in which we have helped out the community. All of that money goes back to that. So we all have other jobs outside of this, real life, real things, including our CEO. We're all trying to get our bread outside. This is just something that we're working on and trying to improve the health of that at this time. And yeah.
You want to say something, Jose?
I mean, y'all covered everything, when you gotta eat, you gotta eat. So, yeah, I mean, I think it's fair, I think there's a lot of flexibility. If you want to do it yourself and translate everything yourself, you can. But if it's like your first time and you're not familiar with the process, then, we're always here to help.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, just we can't really help if we don't have some sort of income to do certain things. It just wouldn't happen. So those things that you guys see, like the giveaways, I mean, even just imagine the one-on-ones, they have to give your time and they're doing it for free. And that money is again coming back, all being sent back to like the community. So it's not like we're keeping it. I mean, I have a 6 to 5 job. So it's like, it's just, we don't do it for us. Does Dreamers Together hate all attorneys?
No. We don't. For one, I want to add, we do have attorneys in our group. One of them is Charles Cook, and he's amazing. And what we don't like is untrustworthy attorneys that take advantage of our communities. And so, we empower folks to do the process themselves because you know your story best, you know what your needs are best. If you do go with an attorney, we're not gonna get upset with you. After all, that is your choice. I myself don't have time to do adjustment of status by myself because I'm a very busy person in my personal life and professional life. So my husband hired an attorney, which is somebody that we knew and we trusted. So, there are great attorneys out there, but there's also really bad attorneys out there. And so whenever we do have bad experiences, we do share with those things because it's good. It's good to, raise awareness of that. So that way, you don't go to that attorney or anything like that. But we do have attorneys in the group. I know we've had in the past where folks have, been like, well, why? But that chapter's closed. Those folks aren't here. We're not dragging anyone for that. You're going to do what's best for you. Of course, we empower folks to not. If you are able to, if you can afford it, great. If you can't, then we have all the resources for you available. Yeah, it's basically my take. Folks want to give,
Yeah. I agree. I think it just has to do with that. So, Vanessa will be an attorney too. So.
That world, Vanessa will be an attorney.
Yeah, I mean, it's not on all of them. It's just the bad ones. That's it. Well, I think that's it for the live. We'll probably get together again soon and see you guys. That is all, folks.
Next, I hope you all have a great and happy rest of your year and a wonderful 2023 full of approvals, full of green life, full of just
traveling
and
being out there, being outside.
Thank you for joining, y'all.
Yes.
Bye.